Meet Darryl, a bright college student burdened by immense responsibility. With no money, his mother and younger siblings rely entirely on him, their futures hanging precariously in the balance. The threat of their gas being cut off ignites a desperate urgency. Darryl vows to earn money by any means necessary, pushing aside his studies to find quick solutions. He turns to multiple blood donation drives, a quick way to earn cash. But the repeated donations take a toll, leaving him anemic and weak, yet still far from his financial goal. Then, a flyer catches his eye, a medical experiment promising a substantial sum. It's a daunting prospect, but the thought of his hungry family leaves him no other choice. Exhaustion clouds his judgment. He signs up, nodding through the consent forms, completely missing the crucial details about potential side effects as the doctor explains them. The experiment's premise is radical, a drug designed to amplify all 5 human senses by more than 10 times, promising a heightened perception of reality. Darryl takes the experimental drug, a small vial holding the promise of a better life, and heads home, anxiously awaiting its effects. The next morning, the world explodes. Every sound, every smell, every sight is amplified to an unbearable degree. Darryl clutches his head, overwhelmed by the sensory onslaught. He rushes back to the doctor, furious, demanding answers. But the doctor simply shrugs, reminding Darryl that he was warned. It's too late. The changes are irreversible. With no other option, Darryl decides to try and master his new abilities. He begins the arduous task of controlling his hypersensitive body, turning a curse into a potential advantage. His vision, too, has been enhanced tenfold. He can see details others miss, perceive the world with astonishing clarity, opening up new possibilities. He targets a prestigious corporation. Using his amplified hearing, he subtly eavesdrops on executives, stealing answers and insights to ace his job interviews. With his enhanced vision, he reads a newspaper from across the room, memorizing the day's stock prices. He confidently recites them to an executive, leaving him utterly stunned. His rapid rise draws the ire of Scott, a rival who resents Darryl's newfound, seemingly effortless success, convinced it's undeserved. Impressed by Darryl's apparent brilliance, the executive offers him a coveted interview, a golden opportunity that seems to validate his extreme methods. Darryl's success continues. He secures more of the amplifying drug and finds himself at an elite club party, rubbing shoulders with the city's most influential. There, he meets the woman of his dreams. Scott, his rival, tries to deter him, but Darryl's charm, amplified by his senses, wins over everyone else. He secretly listens to her conversation, learning her ideal type. Armed with this knowledge, he acts perfectly, even sourcing her favorite, rare flowers. His calculated efforts pay off. He successfully woos her, and they begin a passionate romance, a testament to the power of his enhanced perception. Darryl's abilities extend beyond the corporate world. He joins a hockey team, and his hyper-awareness transforms him into an unstoppable force, scoring goals with unbelievable precision. But his heightened senses become a double-edged sword. During an intimate moment with his girlfriend, his sensitivity proves too extreme, leading to an embarrassing and premature end. Desperate to regain control and enhance his experience, Darryl takes even more of the drug, pushing his body past its limits. The consequences are immediate and severe. He consults the doctor again, only to be told there's no cure. His senses are simply overloaded, and only time can heal the damage. That night, his girlfriend visits, but Darryl is blind and disoriented, fumbling in the dark. His small friend also fails him, deepening his humiliation. Darryl's life spirals. He loses his prowess on the hockey rink, his reputation crumbling. His girlfriend, unable to understand his plight, eventually leaves him. Seeking solace, he visits his ex-girlfriend, only to find the very executive who hired him, the man he once impressed, at her home. The truth dawns on him. The executive is her father. Darryl has lost everything he gained, his fabricated success crumbling around him. Stripped of his artificial advantages, Darryl decides to try again. With the help of a loyal friend, he begins to study, relying on his genuine intellect for a new job interview. Meanwhile, his rival, Scott, is also preparing, enlisting the aid of a professional tutor to ensure his own success. The final interview day arrives. But just as Darryl is about to enter, another cruel side effect strikes. His clothes spontaneously disintegrate, leaving him mortified. A seemingly helpful stranger offers assistance but promptly robs him. With no time, Darryl buys a wildly ill-fitting and outrageous new suit from a discount store. Despite his appearance, he walks into the interview. The final test is a complex moral dilemma, a true measure of character. Scott, confident in his prepared answers, delivers a seemingly perfect response to the challenging question. But Scott falters, missing a crucial ethical nuance. Darryl, however, offers a wise, compassionate, and truly insightful answer that resonates deeply with the executives. Darryl gets the job. Yet, a wave of guilt washes over him. He decides to confess everything. The drugs, the cheating, his artificial rise to success. To his surprise, the executives are not angry. They are impressed by his honesty and recognize his genuine intelligence and courage. They offer him a position not based on amplified senses, but on his true, unenhanced abilities. A chance to succeed as his authentic self. 1 year later, Darryl is a successful analyst, thriving not through artificial enhancement, but through his own hard work, integrity, and innate talent. This was the story of Senseless, a 1998 American film. It reminds us that true success isn't about shortcuts or artificial advantages, but about embracing our genuine abilities and having the courage to be ourselves, even when it means starting over.